At Concord Christian School, our mission is to inspire students to follow Jesus by equipping them to serve, lead, and transform their world. Our vision is to glorify God by advancing kingdom education and demonstrating excellence in academics, athletics, and the arts.
So my name is Sofia, I'm 15 years old and I'm from Costa Rica. I am a very extrovert person actually, so I enjoy trying new environments and stuff, and also like to try to learn new things. So when my school announced it, I talked to my parents and everything, and we saw a good opportunity to like also improve my English and to get to know more people. I basically did it for the people, but like to also learn a new academic system. So like to see basically college opportunities and stuff if I want to come in the future to the US to study. I have enjoyed Concord very much because in comparison with many other schools, it is very big. And also like everyone is friendly. So my host family is Richards. Melissa is my host mom and Jason is my host dad. And I have two host sisters that are Campbell and Olivia. Basically, they're very, very sweet with me. We have, like from the second we met, we told like each other that we have clicked. And like I have told them that I prayed very much, like for my family and everything. And they told me that they pray too.
There's a common saying that teachers don't teach for the income, but the outcome. And here at Concord Christian School, that's definitely a true fact. So our teachers here at Concord are paid approximately 75% of the salary that public school teachers in this area are paid. And they certainly are putting the sweat equity in every day in best ways in the classroom.
So I'm Sonia Wright. I am the World Language Department Chair, and I teach Spanish in the high school. And I've been here at Concord Christian School for the past 16 years. It has just been amazing to really watch God be at work. When it was my second year that we started the high school, and we added a grade one at a time, the 9th through the 12th grade, and it has just been amazing to watch. And I feel like God's hand has definitely been blessing the ministry as we have seen growth and the explosion, I guess you would say, of students and teachers. I am so excited that what God's going to do over these next few years, especially as we grow and go into the new part of our building. So I'm just thankful for watching God put just at the right time the people in place to lead and to move our school in the right direction of growth. I feel like teaching is definitely a calling that God has given. And I love being in the classroom to where my students, when you see them get or capture whatever it is you're teaching, there's just a delight and a joy. I can't imagine doing anything else. And I think that's because it is exactly what God has called me to do. And I think one of the things that, as I've been teaching now for 28 years, so one of the things that I feel like is more urgent has been to share Jesus Christ with my students. And that's living it out every day in the classroom, telling them, what he's doing in my life. And I want them to experience that Jesus, there's nothing better than doing what Jesus has for them.
Hi, I'm John Dunn.
I'm Jacob Dunn.
I was at Concord for school since 4th grade. I've been in the church since 1st grade, so I've been in Concord a while. I think the best thing is probably our friend group, because we were close from like the moment we met, and like we still talk to this day even after like we graduated. And so I think we all just became close. We're all real good buddies, and we still try to hang out as much as we can. So I think that was the best part, just having that unity and friend group.
Definitely just like the community as a whole. Like just like when you see like extracurriculars, like you'll see like the whole community kind of like rally behind like a sports team or like any other extracurricular.
I think one of my favorite teachers definitely has to be Mr. Stevens, because I think I took 3 of his classes, 3 of his Bible classes, 2 or 3, 2 of them. And I think those 2 really helped me with my walk, and I learned a lot from him, especially like from like a mentor side. And he just taught me a lot, and probably more than half the knowledge I know of the Bible is because of him and what I learned in his class.
Probably Coach Sweet, being in his class senior year was just like, sometimes we would just like, whenever we'd be done with lessons, we'd just like talk about life and stuff, and he'd just like tell us about himself, and like getting to know him was a lot of fun.
I think my most favorite moment was senior year retreat when me and Micah performed a couple of our songs, because it was just like, it was awesome to me to see everybody like in the crowd, all my friends, even if like I don't talk to them, like all the younger classmen, like up there just getting hype with me and like just being there to support. But I would say the teachers for one, because they actually care about you, and they'll take time to see if you're doing okay in school. They'll take time to teach it to you right. They'll pull you aside, so they actually care about you. Number 2, I think Concord does a really good job at just teaching the gospel in general, and I think that's good for every kid, obviously. And so I think if they send their kid here, then they would be getting that. So yeah, that's what I think.
I agree with that, and like just like being able to like have a great community around you, and like you grow up with pretty much like the same friends majority of the time, and you get to know them from like a young age all the way through high school. So you literally get to grow up together and like have a close friend group all the time. I think that's really good for kids, just like having a really close friend group together and do life together. I think just like having like smaller classes, like teachers are able to like break things down like easier, and just like go through things slower at a slower pace, and being able to like show us certain things.
I've always like had the gift, because I still have videos on my mom's phone from when I was about 4 years old, like just freestyling and mixing words together. But it wasn't till my freshman year of high school during quarantine, because I was bored in the house with nothing to do, and my friend showed me how to record music on an app, so I started doing that. And then I figured this is kind of fun. I like doing it, and I'm kind of good at it, so I kept continuing. And then I did it for about a year, and then my sophomore year, that's when I met Micah. And like the first day that I met him, he asked me if he could make a song with me, because he thought it was cool that I made music. And eventually we did a song together. We both loved it, both fell in love with it. Dreams, I just want to be able to keep doing it. And I love being a Christian rapper, because I think my sole purpose on the earth, as everyone else, is to spread the gospel. But I want to do it in a way that can reach younger people.
My name is Jamie Tucker, and my role, I think I have the best job at Concord. But anyway, I get to teach music and worship arts and lead chapel with the K through 5th graders each week. And if you ever get a chance to come and worship with us, you just see those kids. I wish I had that heart that they have. They just helped me to understand how God wants us to love Him with all our heart and not be worried about what anybody else is thinking, but about what He's thinking. Just how God has allowed me to have the opportunity to use the gifts that He created me to have and then share this with kids. And so the creative side of worship is really where I feel God has blessed me, and also through evangelism. That's one of my spiritual gifts. And again, it's not anything I do, it's Him working through me. Well, I think what God has taught me and then has allowed me to teach the students is to use Christian contemporary music, to get them listening to that on the radio, because the words are what changes our heart. And so I get to use those and then have the biblical concepts go along with my music concepts in class. And so it's just kind of a win-win. We use those in chapel, and then I see hearts and lives changed because of that, because of those words. So just teach them to worship and use those skills. And then I also have the opportunity each year, we have a musical K through 2nd, we do Christmas musical. And then 3rd through 5th, we get to do the kind of the Easter musical. But it really helps us to be able to follow our goal here at school and our mission statement to inspire students to lead, serve, and transform their lives for Christ, or transform their world for Christ. And so we have that opportunity. We always give an invitation for those who might be there, parents that might not know Jesus, friends that come, or part of their family that come, and they get that opportunity. They'll come and hear kids when sometimes they won't come if you invite them to church. So it's just such a great opportunity to lead people to Christ. So 2 years ago, my husband, I got a call while I was at work, and we had moved back home with my mom, and my mom said that he had passed out and to get home as soon as I could. And so I happened to be at a meeting here at school, and she doesn't usually call. She knew I was in a meeting. And I thought, this must be something big. And so anyway, on my way home, I was just praying, please, Lord, please, help the people that are there to help him. And he had a massive heart attack, and really, absent from the body, present with the Lord. He went right home to be with Jesus. And what was so cool is how God had already kind of prepared my heart. That year I was teaching in class about heaven and what heaven's like. And then for Winter Jam, a guy by the name of Taryn Wells, he was there, and his song talks about, I am a citizen of heaven. And so we had been singing that, and just how good it is that we can be citizens of heaven, and we would know if we accept Christ as our Savior that we get to live forever with Jesus in heaven. So I had that comfort and that peace. I can't thank God enough for the people that He's put in my life and how they have just ministered to me through that, and then how I had such a peace in the midst of the storm, because if we just keep our eyes focused on Jesus, we can make it through anything. Well, when my husband passed away, we did not have life insurance, and I was just so blessed financially too by our school and by those in this community that just loved me and loved me, what I did here at school, to just pour into that. I always thought that my retirement would be rapture, and I still am looking forward to that day. But now we have a retirement plan here at school that helps those of us that need to have that. And I just love how God meets our needs, and that's just what I want you to see, that no matter how much we make or how much we don't make, God provides in just amazing ways, in and through the donors and in and through our salaries here, and then also through our retirement.
My ask for our spring gala this year is definitely a lofty one, but I am completely unapologetic about it, because the largest portion of what we hope to raise here, at Gala, is to benefit our faculty in some really tangible ways. My hope and prayer is that people will be very thoughtful in their consideration of gifting those that make the magic happen here every day on campus.
As with any private school, the faculty and staff make the school. They're the lifeline of what we do. The mission, the vision, the core values all depend on our teachers. So every day our teachers bring that to the classroom, which makes CCS special.